and today I got a tutorial on anti-aliasing, and a lot of people don't actually know what this is. It's found in the render settings right here, and it has its own kind of separate option in the render settings menu. And what it does is when you render something out, it smoothens out the rough edges of the render. So if you got noise on the actual edge of the object or whatever you're rendering out, anti-aliasing will fight that noise and actually make it better. The noise and those kind of things are called aliasing, and anti-aliasing, you can kind of get what it means. So as you can see, I've got it on the standard setup on geometry. You can try this for yourself. This is one of the project files that come with Cinema 4D. Just go into your content browser, then go Studio, and then go Render, and then just click this one here, HDR. I turned off Glow and GI just for tutorial's sake. And so let's just render this out quickly. As you can see, it's not too good of a quality image around the edges, especially there. And if we can zoom in a little, which we can do so, you'll see it's even worse. So let's look at, that's pretty horrible, to be honest, around the edges. And even in these parts here, it's not the best it could be. So let's go into anti-aliasing render settings and just click on the anti-aliasing part. And geometry is the standard kind of format for it. What it does is it smoothens out only the farthest edges of the object. So if you have a sphere, it will only smoothen out like the edge of the sphere, nothing which is like within the sphere. So if that makes sense. So it kind of takes like a 2D object and then only smoothens out the circumference of the circle, if that makes sense. So yeah, does the outlines of it, if that probably is a better word to describe it. You can change it to best, and these options here are only available under best. And sorry, what they do is the minimum level and maximum level is that they compare the contrast of the object and decide how much anti-aliasing there needs to be, and to smoothen the object. And you can also control what it relies on more using the threshold. So the lower the number, the more often it will use closer to that maximum level. The higher the threshold, the more it will kind of use the minimum level. So if you want, the standard one is 10%, which we can leave like that. Let's just put this up to maximum level of 4x4. You can obviously turn up to 16x16 and here 8x8, but that'll take a while to render. Anti-aliasing affects your render time a lot, so be careful with how you use it. Yeah, so let's just quickly test this out. It's not going to make a huge difference at the moment because we're kind of zoomed in, but from further out you'll be able to see much less noise. And as you can see already, that's a lot better. I mean, there's a little bit over here, but generally it's a lot better than before. So that actually worked very well. And obviously when you add the GI, it will just generally look better. So it kind of works together with anti-aliasing, kind of helps the image And obviously, if you're doing an animation, you're gonna want a different option. To do this, you can there used to be a there it is. So if you're doing an animation, well, let me just explain. Still image. If you're a still image, it'll be automatically, the filter would be on cubic still image. But if you're doing an animation, you're gonna have to make sure to go on filter and then go Gauss animation. This kind of just generally, kind of works frame by frame, kind of smoothens out a lot better. It looks a lot smoother for animations. So yeah, that's how to use anti-aliasing. Pretty quick tutorial. Hope this helped. I know I use it a lot for my work when I'm doing animations or modeling or whatever. Anti-aliasing always helps, and I actually usually forget to add it until the end, where I see that there's not great image quality around the edges. So yeah, be sure to subscribe, like our Facebook page, like our follow us on Twitter, and subscribe most importantly, and also leave a comment and a like, saying what you want for the next video if you like this tutorial. Yeah, so thanks for watching and goodbye.